The 2024 Lexus TX 350 in the base trim, and we're going to be showing you guys this car in this video from exterior to interior and specs on this exact car, and again showing you guys different options with regards to the Lexus TX. But before we even bring this review to you guys or walking around and showing you guys the car, maybe you guys are shopping from home, but we ask that you tap that like button and subscribe to our channel here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandy, because you guys are the reason we have bread on our tables. Here's our email below. Email us if you got some for us to film, talk details later. A special shout out and a thanks to Sacramento Lexus here in Sacramento, California for providing us this beautiful Lexus TX 350 for this review. Keep watching because we're also going to be talking about price tag and what's this coming in at, along with dropping that MSRP sticker, so you guys get an exact idea of what comes on this car and what price tag comes with it. Let's go ahead and start this video. All right, so we can't turn off this car and get close to the engine, so I don't want to bother you guys. So I'm going to pull away from the car a little bit faster because they do have a locking system that doesn't allow us to shut the car off, because we're going to have to bother the managers again, but we don't want to do that. I'm going to back off the car, show you guys the 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that comes paired together with an 8-speed automatic transmission, 275 horsepower with 317 pounds-feet of torque, 21 city on MPG, 27 highway, 23 combined, and a 17.8-gallon gas tank size. Now, if we do pull away, let's go ahead and talk dimensions. 204 inches in length, 78 inches in width, 70 inches in height with 116.1 inch wheelbase, 7.9 inch ground clearance with up to 5,000 pounds of towing capacity when properly equipped, everybody. So to mention some options that you do have in the 2024 Lexus TX 350s, you have the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine option, then you got a hybrid option and also a plug-in hybrid option, okay? So pretty much one of 3 options on this car in this video. It's my personal advice. I'm not a big EV fan or full electric fan. I'm not against the movement, but I do like the naturally aspirated. If I can't get the naturally aspirated, I will go with the turbo or a hybrid, okay? My personal opinion, if people like to ask me in the comment section below, I'm just throwing it out there, okay? The exterior paint color is a Nightfall Mica exterior paint color. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. The front headlight system is a bi-LED headlight system along with the LED fog light system. You also get LED in the back, and I'm going to show you guys that in a little bit. But get a load of this beautiful TX 350 front end. I have to mention it that this is the same platform as the Toyota Grand Highlander, but again, yes, you were coming over to Lexus and you're getting a whole lot more luxury and the design of a luxurious feel to this car. Beautiful silver trims going across with the Lexus emblem right on top of that front bumper cover. Super cool kind of contemporary modern feel to the car. Coming over to the fog light bezels. These are matte black plastic there and matte black plastic lower grille, okay? Moving over to the driver's side of the car, let's go ahead and talk some wheel area. The wheel well trim is the same color as the car. That's one thing I do like about Lexus, is a lot of times they'll paint this trim the same color as the car, giving it more of an expensive kind of richer feel. The rims, they are a 255 20-inch alloy rim, and the tire is a Goodyear Assurance. The suspension system is a shock spring strut standard suspension. Let's go ahead and move forward, get a load of this beautiful design. Yes, it does kind of look like the Grand Highlander, but again, just a bit richer feel. Blind spot assist, integrator blinker lighting in the side mirror. You got matte black plastic on the bottom and the same color on the car as top, adding some chrome trim, giving it more, again, of a richer feel. Now, let's talk handle. You do have the proximity key sensor system on the TX 350s. It is an electric push button that automatically opens this door. Very nice and convenient on the pop out. But I have to mention, maybe you're stuck or your battery's dead. The way you open this car manually is this little lever here on the front side of that handle, okay? Let's go ahead and open this door, show you guys the entryway. Very nice and wide here in the front. Let's go ahead and show you guys the back. Pretty cool. It does kind of minimize the entryway, but I do not see people kind of banging themselves up coming into this car. Black trim going across or around the windows, chrome up top. You have the chrome silver roof rails. No sunroof or moonroof on the base trim. Gas lid, of course, that's straight to the point. Everybody knows that. The high gloss black trim here on the quarter panel. Coming over to the rear end. Now, starting from the top, you have a spoiler, integrated brake light, wiper for that back privacy glass, dropping down LED taillights. And I have to mention this, that the rear taillight in the LED and that bar going across at night, it just looks phenomenal, okay? We do see a lot of manufacturers do that with those rear LED bars because they look great. Lexus going across, dropping down. You have a camera over the license plate, but you don't have bumper sensors here in the back either, okay? So no bumper sensors in the front, no bumper sensors in the back, and also no 360 panoramic camera, but just a camera right over the license plate. Dropping down, we tuck the exhausts right under the back bumper on the right and the left. Now let's go ahead and pop open this tailgate, electric open. Opening up to the cargo area. Now with all seats up, let's just say the second and third row, you're getting about 20 cubic feet of space. If you were to drop this third row seat and the second row seat down, you're getting a whopping around 87 cubic feet of space. Let's go ahead and drop that as well. The second row seating, we cannot drop it here from the back, all right? So you'd have to drop those from the second row doors. Pop this up, you have your tire situation going on. Yes, you do have a spare tire inside this car, and it is under this plastic, okay? Pretty much straight to the point, 12-volt outlet here on the left-hand side. Not much going on the base trim. Now remember, the higher the trim package, the more bells and whistles you're getting. Check out our other videos because we are going to be dropping comparison videos between trims. We have the single, more in-depth video with regards to the base, to the premium, and so forth. Let's go ahead and shut this tailgate. Now that we're done talking the specs, exterior, and some cargo, let's go ahead and talk interior. So now let's talk interior of the 2024 Lexus TX 350 in the base trim. Now this is what the front end looks like of the interior with the new Lux wrap on the seating, the leather steering, the black and the silver coming together, the tech of that 14-inch infotainment screen, phenomenal on that screen, I have to mention, and then the digital screen on that driver cockpit cluster. But let's go ahead and start bringing this interior fully to you guys, starting with the door panel. The door panel, this is kind of the new look, or the TX. We see this in a lot of the Lexus trims where they kind of have that curvy, contemporary, modern look with that nice wrap on the door. Controls for your windows, controls for your side mirrors, and those side mirrors do come automatic foldable. So if I go ahead and press that button, does close. You have that option in the base trim as well. The way you're going to open this door, very nice and convenient. If you get used to it and your battery is good, you're going to press that button, automatic pops open, and then if your battery dies, you pull it towards you, 1 and 2, and it manually opens that door. On the left hand side of this electric steering column, a few buttons, your ODO, trip button, your lighting for that dashboard, gas lid button, along with that tailgate button on that high gloss black trim. The steering wheel itself does come a tri-spoke steering. If you want to count it as 1 or 2, it makes it a quad spoke steering. Controls to that to that driver cockpit cluster screen that you can control from the buttons here on the left hand side. Go down for your info cards and so forth, okay? Behind that steering wheel, we have paddle shifters for that 8-speed automatic transmission. Very cool if you want to feel like you want to enter sport mode. Controls to your windshield wipers here on the right, controls to your lighting system on the left. Moving forward, 14-inch screen for that infotainment screen. Very nice, responsive and intuitive interface, I have to mention that. Heated seats and heated steering wheel on the base trim comes standard. The navigation, you do have to actually subscribe for the navigation system. Now, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit how you turn this on. This is what's going to look like. You have the dual climate control, or the multi-zone climate control is what Lexus calls it. You can drop that temperature by your knobs. And then we could go ahead and pop up in the climate. That's what it looks like. We close that. come back into our music. This is what our music is going to look like, settings, and you can mess around with your personal info and so forth. Dropping down, USB-C plugins, 2 for charging, 1 for USB. Also, a wireless charging pad does come standard in the base trim. With more cubby room, this is what your key is going to look like on the 2024 TX 350, if I could get it out, but of course it's gonna be a pain. Hopefully you guys can kind of see it. So what it looks like, okay? And you have a 12-volt plug-in right under this slide back little shelf here. Cup holders, pretty different, I have to mention, in the cup holders because they are removable. Let's say you don't need the cup holders, but personally, me being single and in the car constantly, me and my partner right behind this camera, we're having a little bickering session of one single person and how many cup holders they need inside the car. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Shift lever, very cool shift lever. Why? Because it's kind of small, sporty feel. You're gonna have to pull to the left to go into neutral, pull to the left, go up to reverse, and pull down for drive. Let's go ahead and put it back into parking. Traction control buttons, little control unit for your parking brake. Loving this because very convenient area. Engine on off button and your brake hold. 2 lids, center console, covers with nice area for your personal belongings. Now, here we got a little bit of pocket room for more personal belongings. Both front seats do come electric controlled. In front of that passenger seat, you do have a lockable glove compartment. And then the door sill plates do come in that brushed aluminum look. Now that's pretty much the front side of this interior. Let's go ahead and show you guys the second and most importantly, the third row. So now the second row seat. So this does come as a 3-row SUV and you get a maximized 2, 5, and 7 seats. But if you do opt in for a higher trim like the TX 500 hybrid, you actually get the option of getting captain row seatings on the second bench row, right? So if you don't need the full 7 and you just need the 6, get the 500. And yes, that is the bigger horse in the barn. But let's go ahead and talk the bench. How do we control it? We have the armrest with the cup holders. Thank you, Lexus, for adding some nice and decent cup holders on that armrest. On the side of the bench, ways to control, you're going to have this lever here in the front to move it forward and back, this lever for that backrest, and also this lever for bunny hopping this seat forward. You also have an electric press and hold button to bunny hop this seat forward as well. Okay, let's go ahead and drop that back. You also get different angles, as you can see on that backrest. In front of us, we get 2 pockets, 1 on each of that back side of those front seats. That tri-zone climate control. Show you how to control that. Turn that off. USB-C plugins, 1 for each person, so nobody's fighting for their charging ports. And up top, what do we have? We have a vent along with reading light in the nice True Light lighting. Guys, so you guys get an idea of kind of how it looks, or to compare or in proportion to my height. I'm about 6 feet 2 inches. So the leg room is there. Head clearance is completely there on this TX 350. There's no questions asked. Now, I'm going to leave this seat in an angle where I feel that the second passenger will be comfortable. Let's go ahead and press and hold, bunny hop this seat forward, and show you guys how they get rid of the RX 350L, because that's what they're replacing from the 2023 over to the 2024 Lexus TX. They get rid of the 3-row RX and they brought the TX to the market. But I have to mention, between the 350L compared to the TX 350, sorry, the RX 350L compared to the TX 350, whole lot more room on the 3rd row seating, okay? Just phenomenal that you can actually add your adults on the 3rd row seating and be completely comfortable back here. I have to mention that. It is phenomenal back here because a lot of times you will see that the 3rd row seats are more claustrophobic, but not here on the TX. And you also kind of prop up where you can kind of oversee over the 2nd and 1st row seating. Up top, your animals and your 3rd row passengers are getting some more air. with more reading lights, USB-C plugins that do come standard on the base and higher trims. Very cool, with your cup holders here and personal space. Now guys, as promised, here is the MSRP sticker, so you guys get an exact idea of the price tag and the price coming on top of everything with this car. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below between this. Is it worth the price for this base level entry TX 350? Thank you so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Stay tuned, we have more cool things coming. Thank you and God bless you.